Hi guys, and welcome to episode 6 of the Build a Nation Challenge with Cork City. Right, I've got a couple of things I want to show you today, and the first thing is the amazing sea of green we've got going on, bar the odd donut, as I like to call them. Right, so where we left off last, I think it was just after we played Derry City, didn't we, and beat them 4-2. So yeah, we've played quite a few games as you can see. I wanted to get a bit more into the season, otherwise we'll be here for a long time. And as we're one of the better teams, you get a lot of big scoring games. But yeah, as you can see, we played Brave Wanderers and nice comfortable victory. Kyle Shepherd with one, O'Connor with the brace, Morrissey and Tilly to finish them off. They weren't really into the game, even with their 2 goals, to be honest. Next we played St. Pat's. Was a tricky game actually. We didn't really deserve anything out of it, other than a draw anyway. So I'm quite happy with that. Like it was okay. St. Pat's one of the good teams. And then in the EA Sports Cup in the second round we had I think University of Cork, I believe it is. Could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it is. Comfortable game really. Like I mean, again we keep conceding, but it was right at the end. And as you can see, I have swapped the goalkeepers over now. I've decided to bring young Targ Ryan in just to get him to improve a bit because he's going to be the next big thing, I think, potentially anyway. Um, and yeah, Sligo Rovers after that, we thrashed them 4-0. Shepherd with the brace again, Tilly getting on the score sheet again, and Nash coming off the bench, I believe. Avondale in the cup, another comfortable win. Again, conceding again, which is annoying though. But Shepherd with the brace again. And then Limerick beat them 3-1. Comfortable win again. O'Connor getting on the score sheet again. Buckley and Tilly always popping up the goals. Now this game, this was a cracking game. Like, I wish I could show you guys this game. 4-3 cup as well, like quarter final against one of the better teams in the league. So I wasn't sure we were going to win this game because we had a great start. Tilly getting the goal, and then obviously them equalising and then taking the lead. I was like, oh, here we go. But we luckily took the lead again to have them equalise on the 92nd minute. But then straight away after, Commons got another one. I think as well, the Dan Casey guy I was quite happy with because I brought him on as a sub. Scored an amazing free kick, like top corner, top left corner. And I thought that might have been the end of the game. But yeah, we got there in the end though. Scoring a brace on a light injury from Cummins, that was pretty good. And the last game we played was an absolute killing against Bohemians. I mean, they were 10th anyway, so I was expecting a good game, but I did not expect this. It kind of got boring this game. Like, I mean, they did get 2 goals, but it was just not a competition. I mean, look at our goalkeeper, even though he conceded 2, got a 7.7 rating. Says it all. Just, I mean, a Carl Shepherd hat trick, Cummins getting a brace again. I'm surprised not to see Tilly on there though, to be fair, although he's still got a 9.2 rating. But yeah, today we're going to play Shamrock Rovers because again, being one of the better teams, be a good competition, and Dundalk because I don't think we've beaten Dundalk at all this season. Speaking of which, if we look at the league, last time we looked, they were top, I think, Dundalk, but we've actually, with those non-stop wins apart from the St. Pat's draw, it's been outstanding. I mean, look at the goal difference as well. Our goal difference alone could get us 4 points with points, but we're only 3 points clear, so it's still well in it. But yeah, it's going to be a toughie. So we've got Shamrock next, who we've got a nice gap between for now. But Dundalk could be the big one, especially if we don't beat Shamrock. But other than that, we're doing really well. Obviously made it to the final. We should be able to beat, is it Cobrain? Cobrain Wanderers? I'm not really sure how you pronounce it. But, I mean, I don't understand this cup anyway, because it seems to be all lower league teams. But why we're playing them, I don't know. But either way, this should be a great piece of silverware to bring home for the first time this season, as we did fail against Dundalk, but I'm not too bothered about that because they're such a good team. EA Sports Cup obviously still doing really well. This hasn't started yet, the FA Cup, but that's a big one. I know the board aren't like bothered about it, but I want to win if I can the league, which I'm not expecting to be honest, or the FA Cup. But other than that, I don't think there's anything to say. I think McCormack's got an injury. He's out for a few weeks, but he's a bench player anyway. It's not majorly important. Other than that, yeah, everyone's doing well. I mean, you can see the goals. If we go to the squad overview, You can see the goals that have been scored and the appearances. Like it's pretty. I mean, Cummings is amazing. 17 goals in 16 games. Even Nash as well. 5 goals and 5 starts. He has 7 subs, but can't complain with that. And even Tilly, 13 goals in 21 games. That's incredible. I am signing some players though. You may notice this guy down here, Andy Boyle, on a free. If we look at how we want to play him, like he is a all-round decent player. Like for a centre back, and at this level, he's amazing. On a free transfer as well. I mean, you got to think at this level, what you want is minimum about 11, 12 for like the most important stats. Some of them that aren't highlighted are important as well. Like I know it's not majorly important, but I consider dribbling important for a ball playing defender because that's the whole point of the position. But his marking, his passing's good. Like it's all really good. His vision could be slightly better, but you know he's only 27. It's not bad. He's even had one cap for Ireland, so you know international player. Scouts love him. Rate him as a 4-star senior player. If you look at his report, he's already considered a leading player for the league, and he can slightly improve. He'll be our best centre back, but I could even be our best player by the time he actually joins. But yeah, he's coming up for I think £1,300. So it's quite a high wage if you look at our wages. Like he's going to be by far the highest. An Irish player you can't turn down on a free like that good. I mean he's played for Dundalk as well, quite a lot over his career. And he went to Preston, didn't quite work out for him. Tried to loan it at Doncaster again. I mean he got a goal in 6, but yeah, I think he's going to become a big boy for us. But yeah, so we're going to get the game underway now because there's nothing else to show you. Well, I recognise him, Aaron Green. He's doing okay. Right, so what's the assistant expected? That's the problem. When we keep winning now, just expecting him to, you know, keep your run going. That's just all you're expected to do. But yeah, as you find as we go further in, I mean our team's not the best team still in the league because you've got to think Dundalk are really good, St. Pat's, even Shamrock are really good. There are a couple of players on each team that are amazingly better than ours, so it's still not going to be easy. But what I want to do is skip a lot of games now and get the season underway. Great effort there by Shepard. I think it's backwards header. But yeah, I want to get the season a bit more underway because it's more about Europe. Because what we want to do is try and get into Europe and then try and get as far as we can every year to help get the coefficients up and the league rating. Like if we can get the league reputation up, then we can obviously attract bigger, better players for not just our team but other teams. And if we can get far into Europe, that might help us up the coefficients and also get some money because I think we're like 300 grand, you know, in debt at the moment. But our finances are considered okay. But there's not a lot of prize money in this league. Like we're getting a couple of grand every time we win a cup round. It's not amazing, so that's going to be the biggest thing is trying to get to Europe. But our season starts at a weird time as well. Like I think our season will be ended a few games into when the Champions League and Europa League will be in. So yeah, not not a good start. And I just checked it. I knew because I looked at him, he would end up scoring it against us. Annoying. It's typical. Always seems to happen. But yeah, so what I might do after the 2 games in this episode is skip on like another 5, 10 games or only come back if there's a big game or a big bit of news or what have you. But yeah, it's not a good start this game. As you can see, I'm changing my skin as well. I used to use the skin before I used the last one. This one's I think called Temper 19. I can't remember who does it. But it's one of my favorite ones because I like the the things on the dashboard on the match. You get a lot more stuff you can look at, and I quite like the font as well. All right, can we equalise just on half time? Or are they going to go 2 up? Must admit, I don't think we'd end up losing this game. I know we've still got another half, but it's tricky against this team. Jesus. Right, half time, 1-0 down against Shamrock Rovers, not the best. Not playing great either, to be honest. I think assertively tell them we're not happy. Yeah, that's it. So hopefully that will spur them on to try a bit better, get a couple of highlights at least for us. Even a draw, I'd be happy with a draw, especially if we've got the points now. We can afford to drop. But you'll see as well when there's not a highlight down on this section of the screen, we actually have a real-time league now, which we couldn't see in the previous skin. So that'll be good, and obviously latest scores next to it and things like that. All right, Shamrock Rovers are on the attack with Finn and to Kustrain. Passes it to Watts back. Oh, Griffin intercepts it onto Tilly. Whips it across. Can Shepherd get there? He's got there. Oh, lovely play and what a lovely goal. That was actually really good. Don't know how he kept the ball there. It's like Crouchy-esque. Yeah, I definitely want to see that again. Tilly, this has just been outstanding this season. Not even just for balls like that, it's just scoring as well. Not sure what the keeper's doing. He's like he dived on the spot. As I've said previously, the animations aren't the best. Right, so 1-0, 49th minute. Good response after the team talk. Kavanagh on the attack for Shamrock Rovers. Switches it to Kustrain. Oh, just wide. Yeah, this one, as you can see, we're only a point. It interrupted me, but yeah, I'll show you in a sec. I'll pause it when there's not a highlight and we'll have a little look at the skin. Watts on the attack. Still with Watts. On to Clark. Cuts inside. What a lovely goal outside of the foot. Can't be annoyed by that. That was a lovely goal. You can see at this level the football's a bit scrappy. It's because the ability of the players aren't quite to what they should be. I mean, look at that defending. That's a good goal though. I won't take that away for them. Excuse me. You might have to make a change in a minute because we're not playing that well. Right, let's have a quick look. Right, so we've got a real-time league, which I prefer much. You can sort of see what you need to get. You've got obviously the results here as well if you need to keep an eye on a score of a certain team. But yeah, I think the skin all round together just much better. Right, let's make a change. Yeah, Connor is not playing well. I'll just put Buckley up there. Oh, I haven't got a sentiment. This one is not good to do the way I do it. I haven't replaced obviously the bench player, but I tell you what, I will put Liam Nash on just behind him. Keep it as an attacking midfielder though. I know he's just an out and out striker, but I still think he'll play quite well there. As you'll see, I'm not one of these people that tweaks with the tactic often. I just like sticking with one if it's working. And it's proved proved already. Cummins equalises almost straight away after that sub. Well, I don't think my sub was anything to do with that specific play, but I'm going to claim it, so yeah. Was it Maloney who did the ball? It's an awesome ball. I think the keeper probably should have come out a bit though. But we'll take that. We're back in the game. Back to a point ahead of St. Pat's now. Got 20 minutes. Can we snatch it? We've actually played a lot better as well. Possession, no. But shots, I mean, accuracy on both sides are awful. That could be a mix of the tactic or the level of football. You'll find that even if you take long shots off, your tactics or your individual moves, your players still do it. It's infuriating. It's been like that for the last couple of years on Football Manager. So it's going to be a draw. It's not the worst result. I would have liked to win, but Shamrock Rovers again can be one of those teams like Dundalk and St. Pat's. They're a tricky one. At home, I would have really liked the win though, but that will have to do. So yeah, I'll calmly say I'm disappointed. Yeah, I think they realised they should have won that game. But we're still doing fine. More than fine. But what I'll do is I'll come back in a sec. Hi guys, and welcome back for the next game against Dundalk. As you can see, it's not been great. McCarthy got himself injured for quite a while. It was 2 to 3 months. See, he's torn his abdominal muscle, probably having a big poo. But I've had to bring Danny Kane onto the bench from the under 19, sorry, and Casey's getting us a rare start. But yeah, let's see what we can do. Quick check at the league, see if anyone's played any more games. They haven't, so still everything's the same. And we're going to see if we can get something against Dundalk, or at least stand our ground. I am actually, as well, going for another goalkeeper. So we've got Targ Ryan, who's now on the Farris team, even though he isn't actually our best keeper. We've got the 37-year-old McNulty. I'm also bringing in, I think his name's Liam Bossin on a free. He is basically as good as McNulty now. I think he's in his young 20s possibly, but he's he's got pretty banging potential, and he's obviously Irish. I'm pretty sure he's homegrown as well, because obviously you can be non-homegrown in your own country. I mean, just look at Eric Dyer. He's homegrown in Portugal. I don't think he's classed as homegrown in England. Could be wrong on that. But yeah, so I think he'll be good because Ryan might not. I mean, if you look at his stats as well, he might not make it, even though his star ratings are looking potentially good. So we got to think about if we do make it to Europe, we need to have a good team because we've got that to come up as well. Obviously, we're in May at the moment, so give it another month maybe, or even sooner because I think we'll be in the first qualifying round. So we've got a lot of games to come up, big games. As it stands, St. Pat's are winning, so we are obviously dropping down to second. Not the end of the world, it's only a point. The issue is if Dundalk wins this game. But we've still got plenty of time though. We're like, what, halfway through the season, I think. I think it's like 33 games you play, so we're actually over halfway through the season, I think. Not much been going on this game so far. Although I have been talking a lot, so it seems like it's gone pretty quick. Kelly on the attack. Cuts inside, has a shot, and Ryan collects it. Again, looking at the stats, we're not playing the best, but we're not playing horrendously. It's quite an even game at the moment. Not a very good clearance. Oh, what a rocket. I've got a bad feeling that chance is going to be the chance. That could have been our winner. Not the end of the world, though. I agree with the assistant as well. I think we should encourage him. I'm going to passionately do it, though, because it's a big game, you know, we're away. I think, you know, it's that time I want to dig in and give everything you've got left tonight. Is it? Nah, I think it's a bit too demanding. Let's try that one. It's not too bad. Assistant, yeah. Assistant doesn't always seem to improve it that much. It's quite annoying. But then he's probably saying what we're saying as well. And I'm too lazy to do the individual ones like defenders, midfielders, attackers. It's just not. Yeah, it's not that. No much point. Not much point. Ah, not a good start to the second half. Daniel Kelly. They got some weird stadium designs in here, I tell ya. Come on, lads. Right, as you can see, we've gone from first, like being 3 points clear a game and a half ago, to now being down to third. That's how quick it's changing at the top. I think it is just between us three, really, as well. But I don't think we're in any danger of anything. Like we're not. It's just if we lose this will be our first loss in quite a while. I think that could then become a major issue. The fact that this will be the second game in a row we haven't won, considering we've won quite a lot of games, as you saw when I showed you the previous results. But we are playing, you know, at the top 4 teams. We played 2 of them in a row, so that, you know, that sort of thing's gonna happen. But I think we'll be fine long term. I have a bad feeling I can't see us equalising. Just can't see it. Have not deserved anything from this game. I wouldn't necessarily say they deserve to win either. But, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's a bit disappointing, but kind of expected. I think, I mean, apart from my current form, and that's probably what would help the odds, I think this is probably about a correct prediction for a score as well. Not, I see, disappoint. I don't think disappointing. I think you say unlucky. Just one, yeah. See, out. They agree, and I think it's right. Like Dundalk are the best, probably the best team in the league. You're playing away. You only lose 1-0. That's just unlucky. Let's have a proper look at the league. Um, it's not the end of the world. Like, I mean, St. Pat's are on some pretty good form. We look like we're not now. I mean, Dundalk really weren't. 3 draws in a row. But yeah, look, it's 2 points. You know, it's fine. We've got loads of time, loads of time. And let's be honest, a lot of these teams are not good enough to compete with us. Um, oh, it's his first ever game. I didn't realise that. But yeah, see, we were 7 games unbeaten as well. And look at the goals we were scoring. I mean, we do tend to concede a lot though, unfortunately. But it's the first game we haven't scored in as well in a long time. But yeah, that's it for this episode. I will probably. I mean, we've got the Munster Cup final. I mean, I can come back to the final, but because I think it's just going to be an easy game, so it's just a waste of an episode. So I probably won't, but I might play through another load again. I won't. I'll probably come back for Dundalk and maybe the first round of the FA Cup. That's what I'm going to do. And the last game of the season against Dundalk as well. That could be a massive one. But yeah, again, as always, if you like it, please hit the like button and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. See you later.